of that run. I believe Andy of Randomizer, well, Andy, who you know, does a really good run of that actually.
Looks like we are off here. Not the real uncle going out today. Bentglasstube picking up some green goo in a bottle right off the top here. It's going to be good for Kakariko later here in about 8 or 9 minutes when they get there. I think Pika plays a lot of Link's Awakening DX, which unpopular opinion, but probably my favorite Zelda as well.
It's not unpopular at all. That's one of the most beloved Zeldas ever made.
I'm a strong proponent of Four Swords Adventure as well.
Starting with the Fire Rod today with a blue goo. That's actually neat. That means that there's really they can actually use their Fire Rod way more than usual if they want to farm up that bomb that they need for those last 3 chests, which might be a good option. I've been leaning more towards not farming that bomb up in Weapon Standard, but you can always do that, and a lot easier when you get that Fire Rod.
Yeah, just picking up the 2 little refills on magic there. Both of them realizing that they can go ahead and take out both of those first 2 guards.
Mm-hmm. So, the bentglasstube is actually known more so for the fact that he plays a lot of different randomizers. He's very heavily involved in the Randomizer Mania community, which is a Twitch channel that focus primarily on randomizers, as well as pretty much the where a lot of the randomizer devs congregate. He does Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Final Fantasy 1, Dragon Warrior 1, and Legacy of the Wizard. So the first 4 of those being pretty popular, Legacy of the Wizard being a little bit more niche of a randomizer.
Man, that's more games than I play in a year at this point. Because somehow missing that card with the Fire Rod.
Bentglass having a little bit of an issue with the guard itself. If you ever want to avoid that guard, the way to do it is actually, if you want, the way that the guards actually have vision lines that they draw, and if you see that pillar that he walks along, if you just walk all the way to him, aligned with that pillar, he will never see you. He'll walk right past you, never see you. If you're any lower, he can see you with his vision beam, because it stretches very far to the right.
Yeah, it's almost counterintuitive, because you want to try to stay lowered so you can make that turn a little bit easier, but no, you need to go up a little bit past it just to avoid the guard. We've already found 2 full heart containers here.
Oh, nice healthy start to the scene. Some runners admittedly do need this. This is a very large tournament, and we will see runners that will very, very much use those extra hearts to get through the escape. The escape is admittedly not actually that easy casually. Made even harder by some of the starts that we can start with, although Fire Rod is not one of those starts. You can see that Pikapals is fully abusing the fact that they have a green pot sitting in their inventory. They'll fill it up before they need more. Really looking for that one bomb, but at this point, there's no point in killing any more guards. They're not really on the way, and you don't want to waste time.
No, it's pretty much as soon as they get the power gloves, they can come back. They're going to have bombs by the time they reach Kakariko. If not, they're just going to buy them in Kakariko.
I expect Pikapals to fill up their magic. There's 2 different ways. They can actually fill up their magic with a save and quit. If you have empty magic and you save and quit or you die, you'll go to the save and quit point, and it'll give you a portion of your magic or some extra arrows or extra bombs, depending on your start. So that could actually be used as a strategy. But I'm going to guess that they're just going to pop their green potion in the sewers here. Or grab this extra magic over here. That's another option.
Yeah, the pot hearts and the pot magics are not something you've normally seen a lot of in a lot of randomizer races. But now that we have the randomized uncle We're seeing it more and more because people need it for either Fire Rod, Cannabrian, or Samaria Cane. And they don't even need the magic anymore because now they both got swords.
And moving on, we get the key. Luckily, the sword obviously made this a lot easier. We're still looking for a bomb, but Pikapals did find one. Bent glass is not wasting any time. And hook shot. Hook shot gotten. So that's a... It doesn't lead to anything initially, but it does lead to a lot of items when you get other items. The glove will be the biggest one.
Yeah, they'll need the glove just to get up to Death Mountain. These are both people who can run pretty much most dark rooms in the game. Death Mountain Dark Room is probably the second easiest in the game after Eastern, but they can run up there pretty much anytime as soon as they get the Power Glove or the Flute.
So, with it just being the sword and the cape, there's one big thing. This might be an Agenum seed.
We will see for items here in a second.
The reason why that is with these items, it is the first few items that you can get. The biggest problem that could come out of this is that Bent Glass can't get back there without the gloves.
Yeah, especially with it being hook shot, that's pretty rough.
Right. It's also the cape. And the cape might be the required item for Agenum. If both gloves are locked behind Agenum, then Bent Glass is going to have to go all the way back through Escape. So the only time that skipping those items in Escape is a huge deal is if the gloves are locked behind them. Like both gloves. Or one of your gloves is locked behind there. And you can't get to the other one without those gloves, so technically both locked. And that is the risk that you play by not actively farming bombs.
I have not thought about that, and that is one of the scariest things I've heard of in this game.
Now, those items those items logically are locked behind the lamp or the gloves. Because the game removes your light cone after the escape, but it will never force you to farm bombs. It will always give you the lamp if those items are required.
Yeah, Tube is checking Sick Kid first here because he doesn't really have bombs.
Yeah, he's gonna buy bombs, yeah. He didn't pull the crabs. If he had pulled the crabs, he would have found out that they drop 8 bombs each.
So yeah, Bombos and Blind Touch for Pikapals. And there's the lamp, so I mean there's your Agenum items basically right there. Checking out the chicken hut on Bent screen and checking out the well with flippers for Pikapals.
Okay, and continuing, not much there other than the... yeah, so that lamp is now even more worrisome.
Yeah, Pika picked up the Moon Pearl, so there's that at least.
So like, this is actually very bad for bent glass. If we don't find the gloves, this is Aga. This is every sign for Aga.
We haven't seen a map check yet either.
I've never. So we have flippers, we have hook shot, we have the cape, we have the sword, we have the lamp. This is like the quintessential jerk to new players seed. It requires you to know that you can flip in the river to get past the block and ped to hook shot over to Thieves Town, because that's what I'm calling right now. That's the seed I'm calling right now, is the rare required like flip and swim, flip and hook. Because
the race that I just commentated had somebody who had to flip around Dark Lake Halia to go up around the pegs.
Yep, that is a. Oh, that's not even what I was talking about. I was talking about you have to flip. So when you leave the pyramid to your north to go to Catfish, you can jump in the river there and swim around, go up to where the Hinox is, go back down, and then hook shot over the river to get to the West Dark World.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That is probably one of the most common things I see in the Discord of people wondering, how do I continue with my seed?
My tracker says I can get here. I can't figure it out.
Oh, there's a
shovel and Quake.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, those are 5 more locations. We are. It is honestly, every item that we check is bad for bent glass if they are not the gloves.
I mean, what else do we have left? We got Hobo. We got Ice Cave or Ice Rod Cave. We got Aguna. We got the Fairy Waterfall, Zora, and Zora Ledge. Oh,
there's a lot of stuff. Oh, flute. How nice. Wait, did Pika skip Dam? Oh yeah, Pika skips Dam. I forgot. Pika likes to delay Dam until Swamp every time, especially when they've got things like flippers.
Well, Bent Glass now has Death Mountain access, but no hook shot to make good use of it. And Pikapals has a hook shot, but no way to get to Death Mountain. I mean, even Fire Rod makes Aghanim tower pretty easily. Most of the enemies, if not all of them, die in one hit to Fire Rod, don't they? I think we'll now see Pika go directly up to Zora now he's got enough money to hit that.
Okay, we are checking these areas. We don't. Oh, he has $666.
He ruined it though. He got that 20.
Oh, he's not a Mimikyu anymore. Okay, so flute is nice for bent glass. That's one extra item that, with the hook shot, actually, that's a lot of extra items.
I'm saying he got the way to Death Mountain, but no hook shot. And Pika's got the hook shot, but no way to Death Mountain right now.
Oh,
red cane from Sora.
Interesting. Yeah, but yeah. Pika is probably gonna do damn now and then find the flute and be like, well, my grand plan didn't work today.
I mean, that doesn't open up too much. That doesn't open up too much right now, but
nope, that flute opens up 7 chests on Death Mountain.
no, I'm
a very big
cane.
deal.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, with the flute, the cane does end up leading to mire sooner than later. The items that we have are really slowly building up to a mire once we find some gloves. Might even go to Adina. Is going to Adina.
Yeah, we're going to see what the flute kid had buried over here, though. Just a little piece of heart.
Nope, nothing. Unfortunate.
Yeah, chat. Bent did not have bombs going through the escape. He didn't really take the time to farm them. And we're going to see how badly that hurts him here in a second.
And nothing there. So we got Death Mountain now.
Which are Bent, it really only comes down to the Old Man or Spectacle Rock Cave.
Yep. Yeah, if Glove and Hammer or Glove and Glove is on East Death Mountain, this is a pretty major time loss for Bent Glass. Now, I've seen people come back from worse, but you can't actually flute there. You have to be on an overworld screen. You can't be in a sub screen.
Oh yeah, we do got Sa in Eastern that they can go into.
Yep. But you want to avoid that without the bow, but you'll do it before adding him. But last, remember that he should probably rescue the old man, because that can actually lead to progression with his items.
Gives him a saving point as well.
That's true. Very useful saving point with the flute actually, as you can go there, heal, walk out, etc. Pikapals playing the song of their people for us.
And there's Ice Rod. We don't know if that's going to be necessary at all, but
wow! Oh my god! Okay, there's a worst case scenario here for Bent Glass, and it's pretty bad. If we find the hammer in both gloves, then with 2 medallions, early TR might be on the table. That would be very bad for Bent Glass.
He went into
the Ron Cave, unfortunately.
It looked like a piece of heart there, so Bent still has Aghanim to check, I believe, but yeah, it looks like he is going to have to go back through the back of Escape again.
Well, yeah, no, that is what it's going to be. He even knows that this is the last place he can check. So he's not even, like, He's
Well,
not
they still
even
got
checking
Eastern
it.
and
He's
Sauce, so
well, it's one of the last places, so he'd rather just. Plus, he does save it quit as soon as he gets this, regardless. He has nothing else to do on defend, so it's faster to just walk here and get the item. If it is a good item like the heart, you can just pick it up. Although also he's gonna walk out and flute anyway instead of save and put in, or he's gonna grab a. Yeah, okay. Okay, so nothing yet. Okay, the 5 chest treasure. Okay. Oh, it's not looking like anything. But he still needs to go to. Where's he going right now? Oh,
yeah, he doesn't have
Pikapals
mirror.
fallen.
I think he's realizing right now.
Yeah, PJ saw Spiral Cave.
He went to try to go do Zora, but he doesn't have the glove.
Yeah, he has to flip over. So the last saving grace for Bent Glass is going to be Eastern Palace area. I don't think Bent Glass is as familiar with Z3 as Z1 and 2, which I see him play quite a bit. But there's a lot in this game, and if you're trying to learn multiple randomizers, it can be a bit of a chore.
I mean, just learning this one for me was a bit of a chore. It's a lot of info and a lot of decision making that you have to figure out what is your most optimal path at any given second.
Pika seems to still be in key sanity mode, talking to him instead of checking the map.
And
there's the, okay, so that actually saves Bent Glass a bit.
He'll still need to go back through the backside of Escape eventually, but he doesn't need to do it just for Aga.
True. Which is actually a huge thing for him right now.
Chat brought up a good point. He didn't check Waterfall, but there was nothing there, so it's
there was nothing
no harm,
there,
no foul.
so.
But I know there's no difference, but it looks like Pika's little guy runs so much faster.
Yeah, don't jump to the lady. Although she will actually fill up your bottle, which is nice. She'll give you a random bottle content. If you have an empty bottle and you want something for free, it's actually pretty useful. Not many people take advantage of it. It's a bit of a time loss, but...
Yeah, it looks like Pika's doing everything he can to not do Aga.
He's not doing Ancestral hut.
Yeah, that's
That's where his sword is. That's...
he's making plays.
Okay, and map. So nothing. It is Aga required. Luckily, Pika has lots of health and a fire rod and a master sword.
Yeah, I think Ben said he hasn't played in a long time, so he may just be a little rusty, but he's still doing really well. Yeah, Ben runs a lot of Zelda 1 and Zelda 2.
So yeah, this is... At least they have the Pearl. At least it's not one of those weird go beat Aga, etc.
And just hope something is on the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. The weirdest one is when Moon Pearl is in Checkerboard Cave. That's another common trip up for runners.
Yeah, those are the only two Dark World places Moon Pearl can be, right? Because it won't. Super Bunny's not on the logic.
Nope. Pretty sure those are the only two Dark World locations the Pearl can be in Randomizer, or at least in Item Randomizer.
Oh yeah, Checkerboard's
Checkerboard is dark. I don't care. It's like saying Mirror or Mimic Cave isn't in what's it called?
Turtle
Rock. Yeah. Nope, it is. There is bunny logic if you play Crossworld Entrance Shuffle.
Looks like we did get a map check. It's like a Desert Palace is green pendant, if I'm remembering right.
Sorry?
Look like we got a map check, and I think Desert is green pendant.
We already had Desert as green pendant. Thanks to talking to Sestrilla. Oh, looks like Bentglass is remembering to go here. Maybe some race nerves as well. These races are a bit rough. He unfortunately will only have Pod accessible to him with his current items. So if Pod doesn't have the gloves, we are back at square one.
I enjoy Pikapals swapping his sword to the tune of the music here.
You gotta do something to keep yourself occupied in this.
Yeah, he can hook shot over the water. Just a really unlucky Aghanim fight here for Pikapals.
Yeah, this is lawn. Luckily, both runners will get the exact same Aga fight.
From the time I was a kid, it's really hard for me not to see Aga like he's wearing that sort of diadem. It's hard for me to not think that's his mouth and he's just got a really fancy mustache above it.
Okay, nothing on the actual ledge itself. Pika has two options here. Can go to pod, probably won't without the hammer or the bow. But can, like I was saying, yep. Realizing, wait a second. I'm here for a few reasons, and one of them is my lack of items get past those things. So gonna have to hook shot over to the right side. This is gonna require some pretty hefty commitment from Pikapals, routing wise, to basically loop all the way around the world. And with the flippers, you can actually go all the way back to pod. So.
And he can't even check catfish while he's over there too, because that requires a glove.
Well, I assume we'll find a glove. In fact, we have to find a glove, I think, statistically, somewhere along the way back. And by that time, even if we haven't found the hammer, we can go back. So there's quite a few things. Also, checking this right away. Gotta deal with these guys, though. Oh, nothing.
The little dinosaur birds are the
pterodactyls. Yep. 3 damage from an overworld enemy.
And they keep coming at you, is the thing. They don't just fly away like the crows do after 1 or 2 swipes. So we're seeing Skull Woods here for the first time this game. One of our 2 items already, just a little piece of heart.
So yeah, if Pod has a glove though, good news for bent glass.
There's your big key. Always pretty good to see that early. And here we never want to see it on Mocula, especially if they haven't found the other item. I really like that little hook shot through the spikes there. Pika setting up for a bomb jump here.
Don't know if they're on the right pitch though. Oh no, never mind, they are. Gotta save a heart.
I'm still learning and practicing a lot of bomb jumps, and that is one that, for some reason, I cannot get that one very easily.
If you do it from the other side, it's actually easier. I believe. At least that's where NMG does it. Well, because it's closer, what they do. But, pretty sure one of the sides you actually have a little bit more room.
bentglasstube taking a death in Aghanim's tower. Everybody in chat pays their respects. We'll see Pikapals go ahead and go on and take on Mothula here in a minute.
And moving along, he won't have to open up any of the doors. So Pikapals, yeah, doing
Master Sword, Green Mail, Mothula.
Okay, so Pikapals literally hasn't checked the map yet, which honestly I've been considering that it doesn't even matter anymore. What's a pendant or what's a crystal? You just kind of do what you do. Like, the game doesn't care what is a crystal and what's a pendant. So until you think you could be in go mode, there's no real point. If you are like, okay, well, it depends on what's go mode here. Like, do I need the flippers right now? Because I have everything other than the flippers. Then you can check the map, and then you know what to do.
And we just immediately get a map check. It looked like Meyer was the only pendant in Dark World, and it was a red pendant.
Okay, moving on to Village of Outcasts, and we'll probably see a blind fight shortly as well. I'll be very shocked if Pika left Village of Outcasts without doing all of Thieves Town.
Yeah, I'll probably check the items first, just on the off chance that one of them is hammer. But yeah, we'll see him kill blind here in a second.
Oh, interestingly, 2 Light World pendants. We just don't know what the other one is because we haven't seen the map.
But yeah, with V29 and even going back to V28, we're seeing runners taking more and more of a, well, instead of separating between dungeons and overworld, they're just seeing dungeons as just another place to get items and going in there just to dip even more and more.
Well, the game actually, what's it called? The game is actually currently biased away from Overworld, slightly, very very slightly. Or it's biased towards dungeons, or sorry, it's biased towards Overworld. My bad. It's very late. So like for example, the Light World chests collectively average like 25% chance to have an item in them. It's each individual chest almost has 33%. All of the Light World chests that are easily accessible. Also, Bent, for when he rewatches this, you need to stand directly to the left or right, or else you will get hit by blue balls. Probably. He was standing to diagonals a bunch. I don't know if he was doing that intentionally because he started to stand to the left or right. You'll never get hit if you stand to the left or right of Ada, ever.
So Bent gets his Dark World access. Got Agu with looked like a heart and a half left. I think
so
he is.
Yeah, Bent has to go to pod now.
No.
Well, he can't check anything else. Like he needs to go to pod or escape.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to go to pod. Looks like he was debating on where to go for a second. Yep, he's going back over to.
He doesn't have gloves though, so this is not going to work out. You can't push it over this way. I hope he knows you can go back through escape. So that's been a thing always. They actually made it easier at one point. There was a time in the past when the block would show as if it was closed, but you could move it over without Zelda or without the gloves. It was actually even without the gloves, you could move it. Oh, the mirror! Oh, oh boy, that's a big deal.
A couple more places to check.
I did not check just to make sure he didn't leave this behind. This is a common thing people do. They'll ignore. They'll do Adyanum before Adyana. Because people really don't like this spot. But this spot is actually pretty useful. I think it's like a 16%. Or sorry, no. Like I said, all of these overall chests that have no requirements other than leave and escape all have like a 33%. It's like a 33% chance that they'll have progression on any given seed. It's really nuts. This new logic is pretty quick sometimes. Also, having to kill those enemies, which don't normally have to do. In fact,
you're gonna fall.
For whatever reason, in the SNES version of Link to the Past, these like 2x2 blocks are not pickupable with or are pickupable with powered gloves. But in the GBA version, they were only pickupable with Titans. So it was obviously like an oversight, because with the Titan Smiths locked where they are, and that door locked the way it is, it's obvious that you're supposed to kill the enemies in that room, and then get the Titan Smiths. It's just a fun little fact if you didn't know that.
Looks like Bent might be going back to escape now.
Oh no. Oh no, now he has to go. So to get back to escape, he has to leave. He has to go through Uncle.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the mirror.
Like he's just going to teleport here.
Well, he can't still go to pod. There's still a chance that there's a glove in pod. But if he wants to go back to escape without glove, he has to go through Uncle to get to the other side of the gate. That's the only way into Hyrule after being Adyanum.
Very good blind fight from Pikapals.
Yeah.
He got the map, so now he can tell where he's going.
The blind fight is actually always the same every time, if you know what you're doing. You'll never get hit in it, and blind will do the exact same thing every time. He is actually based on where you are, when he gets hit, etc. He is very not random, unlike a lot of other bosses in this game. But when you're not at a super high level of ALTTP, it will feel completely random.
Yeah, chat pointed out that Big Chest definitely had an item in it.
Yep. We will have to find the hammer, though, to get that item.
Pikapal's only finding a bunch of rupees over the digging game. Bent going in to check out Pod. If this first chest does not have a small key in it, he can't progress any further.
Yeah, we're still looking for some actual progression that can move this on. So what's the chance of the hammer being in the swamp chest? That's something I want to know. The actual chance, not the meme chance. I want to know the actual percentage, because I don't know that. So again, for bent glass to go on, really, he really needs to, gloves have to be here. Or he has to figure out to go back through escape. If he hasn't played in a long time, there was the old myth that you couldn't go back to escape. That is actually a thing that a lot of people thought. He's death warping, just so you guys know he's not dying. He didn't just like fall over and die. Alright. Oh, double gloves in Hype Cave, according to chat. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna give you a quick heads up. I'm gonna be switching over. We'll be a bit behind in commentary.
Okay, we're doing a mushroom check here. See, it looks like he is fluting away, just leaving the mushroom there.
Okay. So yeah, it looks like we're getting a dark maze check. So unfortunately, with both gloves, according to chat, I assume that was for Pikapals. That is the actual worst scenario for Bet Glass, I believe. Like, yeah, he does have Titan's mitts.
So you got Pika heading into Tower of Hera, which is a pendant, but it's pretty quick dungeon. It's got 2 items.
Yep, pod, complete bust. Hey, Hera is a good idea for Pikapals right now.
It's a really fast dungeon that you can complete in only a couple minutes.
Yeah, and with it being, oh, it's actually a pendant today. Interesting. Question mark. Could be pedestal. He might be thinking it's pedestal. With the, he can actually complete all the pendants right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he can. He actually, well, unless boots are required, he can.
Yeah, anytime I see 2 pendants in Light World, that's kind of where my mind goes. Like, I kind of want to check that pedestal when I get a chance.
Unfortunately, it really looks like this is not paying off for Bentless. He will have to go back to escape to get his hook shot.
Which you'll have to go through Uncle to get to, which, I mean, it's not a huge difference, but still, it's every little bit counts.
And we're going to see if he gets successfully done with Moldor.
I don't think there's any video game boss that gives me more anxiety fighting than Moldorm.
Lanmolas? 2018 is the year of Hayden Lanmolas. Not that easy Moldorm boss. Lanmolas is the true villain.
I mean, the issue is you never die fighting Moldorm. You always just lose time.
Exactly. You do both. If against Lanmolas.
I remember being 9 years old, getting Link's Awakening, and seeing him as the first boss. I'm like, oh no. And Pika going through the tile room down here on the bottom of Hera.
While we're doing this, for people who are just coming in or wondering what's going on, basically this is a very, very odd and rare seed. The hook shot is in the 3 chests and escape. Bent glass did what is normally a statistically fine play. Did not farm for bombs very actively. What happened is that the hook shot currently... Well, looks like we might have the hammer now? I may have missed the hammer pickup. Nope, he just forgot. That's understandable. Forgot he doesn't have the hammer. So without the hook shot, he can't get to the two gloves in Hype Cave, which are the current lock on the progression. Pikapals is going to head to Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, it's just a really unfortunate misplay from Bent, which shouldn't have been a misplay at all. It's just the way that Randomizer works and the way that Siege work.
Yeah, Bent Blast is really going to have to rack his brain, because this is weird. So to add to the confusion now, to get to escape, he has to drop down from the Uncle Drop to get behind the Dark World portal to access the rest. And there's the book. Interesting.
Yeah, Bent's not played in a while. He could just be... See, he's trying to go for the tombstone again. He hasn't played for a while, according to him, and I don't know. I think he's just...
He knows he needs those chests, but he doesn't realize how to get there. And this is a very weird one, because in open this can't happen. Or at least it can happen, but it's in your mind that I can go... Escape is a thing I have to do. Unfortunately, the only way to get to it is through those blocks there. I'm starting to think this is a ped seed, by the way. Very much so. I think if desert is... Can it be hammer? It can. It could be hammer on pedestal. That's interesting. That's cool. I haven't seen that.
Actually, had a one of the 10 p.m. casuals the other day that flippers were on pedestal and lamp was flippers locked. And we got the bow in the Meyer shed.
Okay, so I missed what was on the pedestal or on the pedestal. Oh, boots locked.
Yeah, it was Big Key. And hammer in desert.
Oh, hi, Hammer. Well, you ruined my dreams, though. So Pet is dead, chat. So yeah, Pet is like super dead now. We're just looking for the boots, actually. And those can't be on the Ped, so. So yeah, this is Pika just need. Oh, Pika. No, Pika's in go mode. Wait a second. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Pika's actually in go mode.
Yeah, because pedestal or pendant is at desert.
Yeah. No,
So.
this is go mode. This is a sub-hour go mode. Oh no. And oh yes. That's crazy. And Pika totally can do this game. They'll be checking the incidental chests on the way. Things like probably the penguin chest in ice and a few chests on the way. But they're not gonna go out of their way. They know how to do silverless. Pika also is a pretty confident player. In a match like this, they probably aren't worried about losing time to execution. In fact, they might even be satisfied with what they have.
Oh, King JNF in chat brings up a good point. Man, wow, we see Big Key on Ganon
that's lamp. It is a very, I believe it's a pretty low percentage chance. It's not 4.5, like it's a 1.122 chance. But there's also like a billion other spots on the map it could be. It could be in literally any chest. So,
but I mean, we all want it on the torch.
I mean, I don't. I like it when the seeds are nice.
Bent doesn't have the bow, can't get through this room. He will try everything he can, though. And Bent is going back up to Hyrule Castle. We'll see if he goes into Uncle. Nope, he is going to the Dark World. I think everybody who's played this randomizer knows like how that feeling of frustration is.
Yeah, and that Dark World portal is probably messing with his head, too. Thinking, okay, so it can't be in the castle because I can't get, but the loop does bring him around.
Looks like he's trying to go back into pod again.
And this is what I'd do if I wasn't sure. Logic is hard. Whoops. Those are called reflexes, everyone. When you touch a chest without the bid key. Bid key in an interesting spot. He's dare checked this chest real quick. Yeah, he's dare checked incidental chests along the way for his other items, but as far as he's concerned, he's in go mode.
Yeah, I think the most frustrating thing that's happened to me is I spent a little bit watching randos. I was like, oh, cool. I can move a block and hit mirror at the same time and make it disappear. And I was doing my first practice run. I was 5.5 hours in, and was going through left side of swamp and decided to try to mirror push a block while I was in swamp, and ported back to the back of the level.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out that does not work in dungeons. Oh yeah, he absolutely knows that escape had something. I think he just doesn't remember how to get there. By his own admission, he has not played in quite a while. He can make him pretty good short work out of the turtle room as he makes his way over to Helmasaur.
And Helmasaur is going to be a very quick fight.
Oh, and the boots are on Helmasaur. That is one of the items that I'm sure that he is very happy to see. He mirrors out. He's going to go right back into Eastern.
Oh, hey! I was wondering where that sound came from.
Yeah, our restream is back up.
Oh yeah, everyone. So yeah, with the banner in Eastern, Bent Glass attempted to figure out what piece of he knows the piece, but I was about to say, but he lost it. But no, he didn't lose it. It's just not. I'm not sure a good analogy. Either way, I'm going to say that this is unfortunate, and not something I'd wish on anyone. Also, with the boots, that does finalize go mode as well. So there's no way for him to get trolled.
Yeah, Ben has to be like just wrecking his brain right now, trying to figure out what do I need to do. I'm just hoping he turns right here after this bridge. Oh. Oh. He was thinking about it. He was thinking very hard about it.
Oh, almost. Unfortunately, if anybody tells him what to do, that's actually an automatic disqualification. So we can't like call him up and tell him what he's missing, etc. So grabbing, he's again. Oh no, he's not even checking those chests. Dang, he has the boots, so he's ready to go. He's not even looking for silvers and stuff. Okay, so moving along. We are gonna see the Ice Palace bomb jump. Not required when you have Samaria, but does help. Does still make it go faster.
A lot of runners will mess that up when they're using custom sprites, but that shows you how good
Well,
it is at this game.
Well, there's actually a sprite-independent way of doing it, so he's just probably... and that is the sword way, which is the way that most randomizer runners have learned how to do it.
Yeah, Ben is basically just checking everywhere he can possibly think of at this point.
Yeah, Malchus, Chet's human is a runner. He knows what go mode is. He's just surprised at when we hit go mode. Reasonable surprise with the equipment that we have. He hit go mode at about 51 minutes and got the boots to confirm it at like...
Probably 6 minutes ago.
Yeah, so like about 104. Also, he still has that green pot, huh? Right, he never used it to fill up his magic. He just grabbed extra magic. I forgot.
Oh, Ben's trying to go in the back way.
I do want to remind you that both these runners do a lot of speedrunning. Pikapals, primarily Z3, bentglasstube does like all the randomizers.
Yeah, he's ranked top 20 on Z1, 2, and 3, like the trilogy races. So definitely give him a check out.
Yeah. He's one of the few people who can say he can do a Zelda 1 through 3 randomizer in a decent amount of time, and very few people can say that. Like, heck, just the Zelda 2 part alone lowers that number down to like 25, 30 people. Like, it's an accomplishment to be able to do all 3 of those in a row.
Like, honestly, he can probably complete all 3 of those faster than I can complete just Zelda 3. Pika's over here making his way through Swamp. Glasstube is just checking out the bomb hunt down in Kakariko.
Okay, so hopefully we'll see Bent Glass go over there. Okay. So, moving along in Swamp now. We don't have to do anything in here. Like, this is the fastest Go Mode dungeon. Ice Palace is close, but this is faster. You just skip what feels like more in Ice. Because you just, like, don't do an entire, like, majority of the dungeon.
Don't do an entire extra loop around it. Oh, he is checking these 2 down here.
He's already done that. He's just double checking at this point. He is going through and trying to figure out what he did wrong.
Pika will probably check the push block here. Oh, and he got tempered. I'm sure he's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, actually, that is true Go Mode. that's gonna help a lot. That saves checking that chest. Losing what, like 4 seconds? He's literally saved 2 minutes on Ganon. I'm not kidding. there's easily 2+ minutes time save.
Oh yeah, Pika is on green mail. Very good first phase of Argus.
He's just double checking everything. Because at this point he feels like he's missed a small thing and not like he's like, okay, so it can't. I think at this point he might be thinking it can't be at Uncle. So Pika's still gonna be checking seeds here and there, and that's or sorry, it's not seeds, chests. That's pretty normal. He's still gonna want silver, so he's gonna check like a chest here or there.
Yeah, he's not going out of his way for anything, but If you can get something in a few seconds, like you absolutely will.
In an
Like,
alternate universe, this fish would give you an item in Randomizer.
Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Pika checked basically like all the laser bridge chests, for example.
Oh no, he won't check those.
You won't?
No, probably not. Not unless the key that he needs is there. If it's forced key on laser bridge, he might. It's Silvers don't save that much time over Tempered. If he had Master Sword, he'd still be checking it. Well, Tempered, Silvers only save 30 seconds, so it's not really worth checking those. He's an experienced NMG runner at this point. I just will explain while he's going through Go mode to Rock. So this is a very weird one. The 3 chests in Escape that require bombs have the hook shot. The hook shot and flippers and Agonum are required to get to Hype Cave, which has both gloves. The rest of Dark World has the mirror, the boots, the bow, everything else that you see on the tracker was found in Dark World, pretty much.
Like, if it wasn't in Dark World, the thing that it needed to get into Dark was available. Yeah. So, like, mirror to get into, or book to get into Desert, which had hammer, mirror and book were both in Dark World.
Every other progression item is locked behind the hook shot. So, unfortunately, after defeating Agonum, he can't get back into the castle easily. He has to take the Uncle back in, and that's just not something that's on your mind when you've already done Uncle. You don't really think, oh yeah, this actually gets me behind the door. So it's just a very weird seed, and this is actually something that the flippers and hookshot thing to get to the other side of Dark World is actually a common thing that messes up people. And this is just like a bunch of things stacked on top of each other. But Pika basically ran this like a maniac. Like, okay, then he's halfway there. Bentglass is halfway there. No, he's just killing darts with bushes. That's fair. I'd do that too in his situation.
Like, just from his movement, you can just tell the frustration that's building up inside of him.
He did beat Aga.
And I think that actually is hurting him more than it's helping him now.
Yep. Pod being a dud was the biggest killer here. Trying to use sword beams, but lots of things getting in the way.
He wants in that tombstone so badly.
He does. Washed up 08. He's actually checking some chests on the way, hoping for silvers. Anything that doesn't cost too much time, he's gonna check. But he's not gonna check the laser bridge because those chests take chests take a bit. Okay, and both heads for Trinets down. And now Pikapals is going to go for the double spin, probably. With green mail, you want to be careful on how you do it, because you can get... You didn't take like 3 hits when going for the double if you do it wrong, and that's 9 hearts of damage, so...
Well, there's this blue mail.
He is going to all the wishing ponds, which is he's doing this an exploration of some rooms we don't normally see. So now on Speed Gaming we have a little game we like to play. You can guess a number between 1 and 22, and that will let you determine where the bid key of escape is. And by determine, I mean you're not determining anything; you're just guessing.
I will stick with my guess of the torch. It is never 1, but I will guess it every single time. Blue potion off the bat, and looks like he's going to continue on to right side.
Yep. This is generally... he probably doesn't know bent glass, because I don't think Pika's in the greater community to it, like the rest of... It does a lot of Link to the Past, but beyond that, only does Pokemon, and I mean, almost everyone's done a Pokemon Randomizer at some point. So... I'm not sure how much Pikapals knows about, say, bent glass, so might actually be worried, because this seed was very linear. And that quick go mode, like, you even jumped up on chat. Not even chat freaked out about go mode. So you know that's a sneaky go mode.
Yeah, normally I see, like, all caps go moves with a lot of exclamation points. I think I just saw somebody say, like, oh.
Even us, I think it took us like 2 or 3 minutes to realize we were in go mode. It wasn't until we realized he didn't need the boots that we were like, oh, he's in go mode, huh? It was like the hammer will put us in go mode, and that's the best go mode. Oh, I hope that this is intentional. I hope he got. That's pretty cute if this is intentional. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, he killed his vulture friend.
Yep, Bob is dead.
Pikapals is using boomerang shots, which look really cool when you do them. Yeah, he does it. This is the odd part about randomizers, that neither runner knows, like, what the other's doing. In like NMG, you know if your opponent fell behind from a death, and you can actually adjust your strat slightly if you want. So we're gonna see the randomizer room here. No?
Huh. Oh, there he goes.
Pizza?
He's going back.
He missed Rando Room with that, though.
So I have some people who just joined, just because they're wondering why we have somebody with no dungeons and somebody in GT. This is a really weird seed. This is a troll seed if I've ever seen one. Hookshot was in the back of Escape along with the Magic Cape. Bentglass did not farm bombs. Pika got a bomb drop and picked him up. Aghanim was required. Bent unfortunately got a Master Sword, which let him get into Aga, but opened up the portal at Hyrule Castle, and Bent does not. Bent thinks he's soft locked. Basically, he cannot. He doesn't remember that there's a way to get into Escape by going through Uncle.
Oh, did he get Bidkey? He did. Okay, good. It wasn't in Rando Room because he spaced there. That would have been worrisome for him. He could honestly think like this seed is very. Besides that, is actually very like straightforward. You basically follow the loop around Dark World. You do the 2 crystals on your way, and now you're done. Like the seed was done at that point. So by the time you got to like you did Hera, the seed was nuts. I think Hera Basement even has an item.
Oh, good dash to that room by Pika.
Oh, I thought Hera had book. Uh-oh. I've
was
watched too many
Hookshot.
seeds. I've watched too many seeds today.
Isn't this like your 5th commentary today?
No. It's my 2nd and my 5th restream I'm involved with.
Ben making sure that he got everything out of Modron Cave. Yeah, he could have done Escape before Aga, but he got the Master Sword, which made him think that, oh, well, I need to do Aga.
Nice! Very nice gauntlet, by the way.
And getting the Lamolas on their first hop, so very good job there, too.
So, there are a few ways that if you completely mess around, you could. I think you can soft lock yourself, but this is not one of those. I think there are some very rare cases where if you intentionally waste keys, you might. But even then, I don't think that's possible anymore. It used to be, but they pretty much made the randomizer soft lock proof at this point. It will be pretty amazing for a seed to get past like a few days. biggest old one was dropping down into the trap room in Stowe Woods would commonly cause people to have to reset. Very good Moldorm 2 fight.
Just a dash and a spin. And 20 rupees for his trouble.
And out of 2, interesting thing is that the clones are actually better to focus on hitting blue balls if you're not great at the fight.
I think he only needs one more hit, though. He's trying to do some damage now, but won't work. We'll probably see a pretty textbook Ganon fight here from Pika.
Yeah, for people who actually are, if you're curious on how seeds are generated and how they prevent soft lots from appearing all over the place, not only does the site generate a seed using the logic, there are also things called sanity checks that are in place that double check that the logic is actually working and isn't just placing things. And those seeds generally will get thrown out after the sanity check. So the logic and the sanity are very intrinsic to how randomizers work. So softlots really can't be generated. This is just an unfortunate turn of events. And Pikapals, by the way, with what's going to probably be close to it's going to be like a 135. That is an insane time in Randomizer.
Oh, Silverstring Desert.
Oh. Oh, okay, interesting. That means they were on Limolus. Because we checked all the other chests. Huh.
Getting that torch glitch is really helping.
Oh, he was so close. Oh, no. But yeah, torch glitch is very important. Not as important with half magic, though. It's doable.
If anybody doesn't know, so in this version of Zelda, if you relight the left torch before the right torch goes out on the first cycle of that, the right one will never go out. And Pikapals does kill Ganon. We're just waiting, see if we can get an official time. It'll be around the 1:35-23 range. That isn't necessarily official at this point, though. But 1.5 hours for an Aghanim Seed. That is a fantastic time. We switched audio over to Bent.
We're just trying to get Pikapals in here. Yeah, poor BGT. Alright, so Pikapals is declining. He's just gonna hang on chat. Although I think that with this case, we're just gonna host him to give him some love. Okay, guys? We're just gonna host Bent Glass. And that's cool with everyone? That's cool with me.
His timer has stopped.
Well, he can finish the seed when he finds out. If he wants. Yeah, he might be too frustrated. But he might be... One second, I'm gonna... Yeah, his timer has stopped. That is a thing, so we can ask him if he's gonna continue playing. I don't have the link to the race room, unfortunately. Not that I know of. I do not.
He may be in Discord on the standard channel. I can shoot him a message there if he's there.
Or we could, you know what? I almost think that just I don't think just raiding him is the best idea. So, thank you everyone. Again, if you liked what you saw, feel free to give the runners a follow. Bent Glass tried his hardest. Give him some love. He does so many randomizers. He helps the randomizer community as a whole, like, a lot. So, with this, I'm going to say GG to Pikapals. Don't forget to follow the 6 speed gaming channels. I mean, heck, if you found this one, it's just one more number over to get all the active channels. And the 4 ALTTPR channels. And we're going to raid Bent Glass.
You all have a good night. Follow with these runners. And we got a ton of races coming up tomorrow for you guys, so be sure to check those out too.